Hey folks, today is an exciting day, and it's an exciting day because I am finally testing out code that I wrote about 8 months ago. So that was terrifying, but it works now. It didn't work when I first started testing it, but after a few days, it's looking pretty good. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that because it's really scary when you write something and then you go on and write 100 other things and then you come back to it and go, wait a second, did I ever see if this was working properly or did I even check that I didn't break it in the past like 6 to 8 months? The answer is no, I didn't, and no, I didn't. So here we are. But what I'm showing off here is two scripts that I wrote. So my engine is written in C, C++, but I have a Python scripting API because I'm not insane and I don't want anyone to have to script in C or C++ to use my engine. Anyone being mostly me for the time being. So what I have on the left here is a player move behavior, which is just a script that's going to attach to some object and give it whatever player move characteristics I think are important. I just have some code here that's saying, okay, well, if I held these keys down, then move in these different directions relative to the camera. So everything that you're seeing is my own API that I built to wrap up my C code into Python code. So for example, you'll see I have like this object has a transform, which has a translation, which has a local position. So I can pull that out and I can use that for whatever calculations I need to on the Python side. I do plan on sort of adding some convenience wrappers so you don't have to go down 3 layers, transform, translation to position to get that information. But for the time being, I'm just proofing out all my concepts and I'm just happy that it works at all. They say get it working quickly, and then get it working pretty. So we're on step 1. So the right script here is my camera movement script. This will attach to a camera and we'll move it. And I don't want to go into the details of either of these guys. If you want to take the time on your own and dig through them, feel free. I don't know why you do that unless you're a bit of a masochist. But let's see what they do. So this is my camera script. It's moving. Just right now I actually have it so it doesn't physically follow, as in it doesn't set its own position to track my character here, but it will track him in terms of look direction. So the camera will stay static in space, but it will rotate as it needs to follow my guy around the room. And here's my player move script in action, where my guy is speeding along, walking, doing his thing. So a couple things are going on that make this look decent visually. One is that I'm actually getting him to move when I click on my keyboard. The second is that I'm getting him to actually look in the direction that he's moving, and I'm using a spherical interpolation, a slurp, to get him to do that in a way that looks a little bit nicer than an instantaneous rotation. And yeah, I think that's actually all that goes into it. It was a lot harder when I was actually doing it than it sounds when I explain it, but trust me, it took a while to get here. This is sort of the culmination of really my last year or so of work in my free time on the engine. So this is the first time I actually have a few scripts attached to a few different objects interfacing in such a way that I can get something more than extremely simple behavior getting accomplished. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. This is what you get in a video game. So I think this is sort of a benchmark in the sense that I'm going to start transitioning more into the actual game design and development realm of things than the engine development. There are still a good number of features and additions I need to make to the engine itself, but those will come in time, and I think I'm at the point or at a place where I can start doing that as I'm developing a game. So yeah, that's about all I wanted to say. I've probably rambled on long enough. Thanks to anyone who tuned in. Feel free to ask me any questions or let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe if you want, or don't. I'd appreciate it if you did. And yeah, I hope y'all are having a good week so far. Until next time.